And welcome back, guys, to part 2 of session 26. The morning has come. Some interesting discussions and investigations have been done in the evening, and everyone has now risen with Dismember Greed being stabbed by Marb as it rudely awoken him. And you have the morning to yourselves. The sunlight is out. It's not by all means blazing at this point, as it is early.
I'll kind of lazily announce, be like, guys, just so you know, we've been here about a week longer than you think. We spent a while. We spent a while inside that hut.
Mars gonna say, wait, what? No, what do you mean
Oh yeah.
longer?
Oh yeah, no.
Wait, were we asleep for a really long time? Wait, I don't...
I think it's just time works differently inside that place or something, because when we looked outside, we could see the days passing really quickly, and I was able to tell, using the stars, that, yeah, no, it's been several days. My estimate's about a week.
So yeah, Roque, listening to that, will kind of see if he, like squint and focus his brow kind of folds a little and say, well, we were, but that doesn't make sense because he understands something about the ethereal planes. Like, ethereal plane runs at the same time as our plane.
Yeah, that makes sense, because when I was jumping in and out, it's not like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, but it could be the opposite of Materia, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it, where it was slow time. So maybe that was fast time.
So maybe we didn't, that's Roque. So we didn't go to the ethereal? Where did we go then?
I'm grasping at straws. I ain't no magic user.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, we definitely did, right? Like, otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to go jaunt back to the material plane without, saying that in game knowledge.
No, that's fine. Yeah, your understanding of the item that you have confirms that you were in the material plane and the ethereal plane.
Right. Yeah. So I'd be like, no, I had to have been.
Al, since you are the next one, you have something in Arcana. You can go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Do you want to lucky it? Maybe you want to.
Yeah, you need luckies.
So I'm a lucky.
First lucky of the day. Oof.
Wow.
Oof. This is all Al. You didn't focus on this stuff. You don't know.
We got the speed of Mathis in his realm, and then we got the speed of Hag. I don't know what. I like it.
Yeah. So, well, Amara's not. She'll be. God, we've been through so much weird shit. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
No, just keep getting weirder.
I'm with you, Amara.
This is more than I asked. We just...
Guys, I think that we need to have a discussion here. What's next for the menagerie? I mean, our companion here wants to go home. I don't think she wants to do that on her own, nor probably could do that on her own. So I think it's up to us to either take her home, or see if we can convince her to come with us to the tower.
I'm not going to that. No. A necro? No.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that wavelength too, but let's hear out if anybody else has anything else to say.
I was originally all for going to the tower right now, but after in Calisor, now that it's 1 to 2 days to the Hag to get there, after looking into this stuff with the huts, the realm of Mothras. I have no idea how long that really is. So I think it is safer to back to town, group, resupply. I got here, and Jeremiah is safe. It was not unanimous.
Yeah, Marb will chime in and say, we can, the tower, that thing, it ain't going nowhere. She owes us something, maybe more now that we got her out of this. If we get her out of this, we'll get you out of this. And y'all are smart, maybe we can figure out a way to come back. I don't really want to come back.
We have a good way to mark our path, how we got here, because I can leave a mark for like an hour, and nothing beyond that.
I think it's gonna take more than an hour, buddy.
Yeah. So, do you have anything? I'm just showing what I have. It's not a lot.
I have the map that we've been kind of keeping a track of from Jade, which, oh god damn it, Jade's gonna fucking murder me. I don't know how good the map is gonna help us, but we can kind of keep a track on the way back. But in terms of a way to mark something, no, I can leave a torch in here, but that's not gonna last.
I guess we had enough of a whole direction on our way over here. We were able to stay on a straightish line, I think. Trees are confusing.
Can I?
We got here
do
in
we
the first
not?
place.
So if this tower is so fearsome and daunting, why don't we see it from here? Is it really that? It's either that far away or it's just not that big. Right? It would peer above the tree line, and it should tower above over everything else, right? So,
is it
possible?
Hidden? Is it possible it's like the Hag's hut, where it's on a different plane?
Well, we still saw the Hag's hut. It just
was really worn down and like looked not nearly big enough, and
out of character.
Yeah.
I didn't take very good notes last session. I rolled. I think I learned that from last session, right? That could exist on the ethereal plane.
I got that. Say that one more time, Al. The last bit.
Didn't take good notes last time. I know that Necromancer Tower could exist on the ethereal plane.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and allow you to get a little bit more off that initial check because it was a really good roll. You guys with Roque in the previous session, just talking inside the hut while we were initially going through the scrawlings, y'all came to the unanimous conclusion that a mage tower is a scary place, that a mage tower is a powerful thing, that you have to be significantly powerful just to even have a mage tower. The limitations of a mage tower are the limitations of your imagination. Essentially, do they necessarily need to be a tower? They're traditionally a tower, but are they a tower? I don't know. But to go on what Davis said, Al, you know that it's called a shattered tower, and you know that it is somewhere in the swamp. So based off the history and the things that you read about it, it is physically in the swamp. Otherwise, people wouldn't necessarily write about it.
But it definitely physically exists, but we're kind of going on a hunch that the tower would be tall. I mean, of course it's going to be tall, but you move the trees, and that kind of throws us off for Hag's 1 to 2 days as well. I don't know what that means. Fucking, does she have a broom?
Yeah, we don't
Not
know
a
a lot
witch.
of this stuff, is what it seems like. So maybe we need to learn first what we're doing.
I want...
Anybody... Go on.
Sorry. I think this will include Dregnar, Calisor, Grant. And because y'all have a high enough wisdom. Can y'all give me just general wisdom checks as Al and Davis are having this discussion? So D20 plus your wisdom. And I'll allow you to be proficient in it. So go ahead and add your proficiency bonus.
For wisdom?
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is going to... And then Dregnar would be
Durr.
Do you have a 0 wisdom?
No, you got a wisdom.
It's a +5.
+5. Okay, so 11's still not that terrible.
Okay.
So, Calisor, there's a bit that you're not going to pick up on because you were not here initially. Dregnar, when they're talking, I saw the hut, you kind of were, it kind of strikes you kind of weird when Davis says that, because initially he was the one that got ambushed, and Grant, you know this for a fact. There was no huts when y'all first got there. The only way you saw the hut was when you took... Yeah. Calisor, as they're potentially discussing this with you, I'll allow you to jump in on this and that discussion about the time and all that. You don't know, but you know that based off, your experience with Mothras, that time can be a fickle thing, especially when you're going into different planes of existence, different realities. Davis did confirm that y'all were on the ethereal plane because his item worked, and that's just how it works. But potentially that barrier spell or something might have been an added layer of protection. So on top of it being a warding spell, it might also be similar to Mothras's thing, where she can speed up, slow down, whatever time space she needs in her little pocket of reality, which is apparently a hut that is on the ethereal plane that does not exist per se on this plane. And with Grant, with his 19 and you're 24, you guys managed to hash it out. The hut that Davis saw might be the hut actually crumbling back into this reality. Like it is catching up with age and materializing here. So her little pocket dimension is probably collapsing because she is dead.
Wait, when Davis says he saw the hut, I thought that meant like the first day when we approached the hut before we had to flee back to the hill.
No, I understood David. I'm sorry if I misunderstood. I thought Davis was talking about when he bamfed to try to figure out how to leave.
I don't know that I would I have noticed a difference between those two things?
I don't know. That's why I didn't make you do the check. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
no, I meant the first. Yeah, I meant when we first saw it, or when I first didn't see it because I never drank the potion until I eventually did.
Yeah. Okay, so I gave you a little bit of free.
That like, oh god, all the shit is weirdly like illusion and magicked, and we have to take the drugs in order to maybe see the wizard's tower. I think that was the idea that Grant was getting. But I'm not sure.
No, yeah. With your check, Grant, you kind of that idea with the fact that you saw what happened to the mushrooms that you guys had collected and the potions that Dregnar had concocted, turning into black sludgy goop. You kind of intuit that connection is not the same as a necromancer's tower. It's specific for the hag. So yeah. Sorry. I thought Danny was onto something.
Never.
Yeah.
All right, let's go burn the forest.
But it's all wet. It's forest.
Means you gotta burn it harder.
Yeah, I don't know if
it's
Prestidigitation of forest. Come on, guys.
It's arson proof. I have created an environment that is arson proof.
Get started.
Throw firebolts at that tree. Don't stop till the tree is
until it's cinders.
I'm gonna spam prestidigitation on one tree, hoping we can light it up.
Adam, that sounds like some knights at the dinner table.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sorry, Amara, we're gonna be a while.
So, I guess go ahead.
No, go ahead, Adam.
I was gonna say, just to kind of give y'all a little, essentially with the roles and working together, I kind of want to give y'all a little, because I understand that some of the story can get a little confusing and it's maybe not the easiest to depict it, but working with Davis's knowledge, working with, just the innate knowledge that you guys have and just like your intuition, basically what happened is y'all were on the ethereal plane, but time was altered probably because her little pocket dimension was part of that ethereal plane. So she was, for her case, she was fast forwarding time. You don't know why, but for her, that's what the reason was. She was fast forwarding it. So yeah, your initial stay there was probably a couple days, and then maybe a little bit more, and then your stay again was again 3, 4, 5 days. So go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, we have spent a lot of time in that hut, so if we are going to go back to town, we should probably, if that's what everybody wants to do, I'm okay with that. We probably get on the road.
All right, that's one vote.
Road.
I think we know Amara's vote.
Amara and Marb are voting to go back to Volpine.
I'll vote to go back as well because I'm not going to leave Amara to go back by herself. But I will insist that at least I am going to return as quickly as
Marbles.
here, and we need to come back. Although we did leave another thread on whatever.
All right, what I'm gonna suggest is really dumb. Is there a way?
Party. Oh.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Is there a way for anybody in this group to get back to anybody else in this group? Because I mean, we know we can't. It may be difficult to find our way back to where we need to go. So if some of us went where we need to go, and then others went to town, would there be a way to reunite them eventually, easily? Looking at you, magical peoples.
Not for like 2 levels.
I'll pull out the horn and be like, I can yell at people. That's about it, though.
That ain't it. That's not gonna do it.
It was not even that far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say DM. I don't think y'all are.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm not aware of any abilities. I'm trying to think. So, yeah, I don't know if Nico would think about this, but I kind of like it for Marb because he's all item centric. He's like, well, if we want to find this hill again, we can leave something here, and if we get within 1,000 feet of it, I'll know that we're here. But that's not far.
No, that's not far at all. That's like a couple hours of travel, or even less than a couple of hours of travel. It's like not even an hour's travel.
Yeah. So we can find the hill.
Is that permanent? That we're off after a time?
The what I want to do? No, I'm good at locating things.
Roque, I have a question. I know you can't speak, but how far can Pebble travel?
For like 7 levels. Damn.
Pebble can travel as far as Pebble wants. I can only communicate with Pebble about 100 feet or so.
But could she scout the area? Because she's going by wing. She's going to travel faster than us, then either find us in the swamp or...
I mean, Pebble can certainly do it. She could, yeah. But travel where? Travel in front of us to find us a path?
No, travel to the tower so we get the location. If she can find it and then catch back up with...
I mean, he kind of leans over to Pebble. Pebble, are you comfortable going by yourself? And you just kind of hear tweeting, and he's like, yeah, but Pebble, it's far. I don't know if I'll be able to you back. Pebble just tweets. It's like,
what about new guy's friend? Can you send
Pebble
that?
can go. Calisor, you know that thing is for 8 hours.
It can't do anything right now.
Is it like nocturnal or something?
Marb may have stabbed it a little hard.
That definitely sounds like Marb.
Yeah, Marb is like, I stabbed it real good.
If I can really slyly give Marb a fist bump, I'm 100% gonna do that.
Just want to be friends.
Marb reciprocates. Like, so Roque will turn to you, Dregnar, and say, Pebble can go, but she's going to be on her own. No communication, no nothing, and I don't know if she'll be able to find me, and I'll be really worried, and I'll be sick to my stomach, and Pebble, but she's willing.
It's just an idea. I'm not saying she has to do it. I was thinking because she can fly, she can survey the area. Basically, out of game, she'd be our draw.
No, it's a good idea. It's I'll be honest. I just don't want to make that decision for CJ.
That's fine.
Yeah. So he'll suggest. Well, I'm more comfortable with letting Pebble, scout ahead as we leave. Up ahead, she might be able to point out any upcoming hills like she did earlier, and we can get if we spend our energies together to focus on getting out of here, maybe we can get out of here in 4 days.
Well,
And
let's get
then-
moving. I start packing the camp.
I'll help immediately.
I'm gonna go and to ritual Adam and cast water walking on everybody, so that when we're going through the swamp, we'll be walking on.
But yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
Unearth Arcana spell or something? Maybe it's not in my book.
No, you have it. Clerics have it. It's I'm pretty sure
Third
clerics have
level. It's PHB, yeah.
it. Yeah, I think clerics have it because you don't have water breathing as a cleric, but you should have water walk. Water. Yeah, water walk. You have it. Third level. Ritual. I'm looking on your character sheet. You can prepare
I'll get
it.
that.
He's like,
All right,
whatever, I'll
cool.
just marry 2 people.
Yeah.
No, I have interrogation spells currently, but I'll get
Okay, yeah. So yeah, essentially with the 2 of y'all, yeah.
I got rid of my Raise Dead spell, and I'm getting Water Walk. Just letting you guys know.
Okay, that's fine. And
Please don't die.
well, here, because CJ is typing in one of the chats. CJ, let me know if she's going Necro Tower or if she's going with group. Because what you're saying is very valid. She could help y'all potentially get there later. She can go. All right. We will
She is
see.
eaten by a hawk.
We will see how successful she is when you get back. We'll do a series of rolls, CJ. Not tonight. It's fine, and we'll see how well she does. But yeah, okay. So yeah, essentially, Pebble turns to the group, tweets, goes and flies and kind of like in the air, kind of fluttering, almost hummingbird style. But she is not a real bird, and then just kind of nuzzles up with Roque, and then you see her super quickly flap up, and then just start heading north in the direction that she understands she's supposed to go. You are pebbleless.
Oh, I can't move the token. Oh, there it goes.
So we got a dead greed, or regenerating greed, and we got a priest out. All right.
Just one more bird we have to get rid of now. Side eyes looking at Marb. Just kidding.
So yeah, as the group is gathering the camp and everything, y'all did camp fairly light. Marb gets the idea of possibly looking in the bag and be like, and then he thinks better of himself because he understands, being on Bray. So essentially, those mounts would slow you down in this terrain. The water walking will help tremendously. Not only do you get to benefit from Marb guiding you and reducing the difficult terrain, but y'all can basically just walk across water. Actually, with that, you know what? You guys could, if you wanted to, you would have to hash this out. Marb could use 5 charges of the pouch, summon 5 Bray. There's enough of you where it can carry you guys, water walk them, and then y'all could essentially mounted travel through it won't be as fast because there's still going to be like physical like routes and everything, but it'll be significantly faster.
Are you riding donkeys?
Yeah,
Warbounders,
you're
baby.
riding. Not Warbounders. You're,
I'm just kidding.
essentially, yeah, magical donkeys that are known as Bray. Bray. They're like tougher, more resilient
I
donkeys.
can cast Water Walk, twice a day? 3 times a day.
You can do a ritual. You can do it infinite. You just need to sit there
But
and
is
cast
it
it.
a channeling thing? No, it's not a channeling thing.
No, it's just ritual. You just take 10 minutes. So yeah, with you and Calisor, y'all can literally, as the camp is being broken down, sit there. Calisor will target, Amara and the Bray. Grant, you target everyone else. And then you guys have like essential 8 hours of water walking on everything.
And then you can just redo it while we're even on the things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that cool, Calisor? We'll
Yeah.
get the party walking on water, and we'll slowly march, faster than regular walk, march our way out of the swamp.
Sounds
Oh.
good to me.
On
Oh, we're
5
gonna-
magical donkeys.
Or we're gonna force
Crazy.
march like 16 hours a day and just rest for 18, or we're gonna take it a little easier.
That's up to y'all.
I don't know these beasts are hardy, but I don't think they can walk all day.
Oh, and we can't resummon them. No.
Yeah. So Marb, because he had a
Maybe we should go double time for 8 hours and then rest.
I mean, not to
Maybe
be
that's-
cruel, but I think these magical things, we're not getting the same ones back the next day, so we can run these things ragged as fuck for the one day we've got them.
Plan to find
Or
out.
okay, can I get an Arcana check to find out, like, is that how these summoning spells, these like statues of power,
You can.
kinds of things
Go
work?
ahead. You can give me an Arcana check. You can guidance yourself. And Marb will say, hey, the magic only lasts for 8 hours. So we can force march these things for 8 hours. But after 8 hours, they go. And this doesn't recharge until the next
I'm a
dawn.
0. No, never mind. I don't know. I'm a 0. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, mechanically speaking, they are fine steeds, but mechanically speaking, for the pouch, whatever you do, it gives you up to 8 hours of that effect. So they would be summoned. You can have 5 of these Bray that, unfortunately, I can't click on it to get the stats of the donkey, but they have, let me look it up. I think they have better movement speed.
Is it not just that?
Donkey. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. So
40.
yeah, they 40 essentially. You can move them at whatever pace you want. They are magical, so they're not going to necessarily. Even if you do exhaust them, it's okay. These things have maximum hit points available to them, so they have. If you potentially, so if something bad happens, they might be okay. They are beasts of burden, so they can easily carry 2 of y'all. Easily. You have 5 of them if he uses every single charge. So it's not a issue of could they carry you out of here. It's a issue of how much time do you want to use 8 hours on them and then a couple more hours on foot, or what the plan is.
Ah, beast!
Aw.
They can see him because you did that.
Because I did what?
They'd see him on the camera because he stood up to see you. So it's like a perfect shot of
In his
Ponchek.
face.
He's young. So it's like
Vicious
perfect.
kitty.
My baby.
Looking. Yeah, see?
Ponchek.
She's like wiggling her fingers behind the monitor. Cocodium. And now Jones is jealous. He's running back. Meh.
I see you.
Okay.
So let's logistic this shit out. So we do 8 hours. I mean, we're gonna do 8 hours of these guys double time, like no matter what. There's no reason not to, right?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we
Sorry,
could go for
donkey.
another 8 hours, right? Because they just poof, and we just go for another 8 hours.
Regular walking.
Well, up to 8 hours because we gotta factor in the heal issue.
That's true.
Well, we can do
we
that
can
whenever
probably
we start getting close.
go.
Yeah, go as far as we can within 8 hours. That ends us on a hill.
How many hills did we do total on the trip out originally? Was it like 5 or 6 or what?
Tons.
3?
Yeah. No, I think it was a couple days to the hut. I think.
Yeah, it was. I thought.
It was multiple hills
So
originally.
So the entire time from landing on shore to the hag's hut was 6 days.
But how much of that was hill time?
Just each night, right?
I mean, each day you passed multiple hills. It got more and more hilly as you approached closer and closer. The first day, you probably only saw like 3 or 4 hills.
Okay, let me rephrase that. How much of that included undead and us hiding on?
Oh, in the nights?
Yes.
That would be 3 days in, 3 days plus about 12 hours. So 3, 12, 36 hours or so of that trip, roughly.
Okay.
And we're not even. We're kind of just trying to make a beeline back to town, right? That's the other thing.
Well, yeah, and Al said that it should get less bad as soon as we start getting out away from here. So.
Calisor, if you want to give me a nature or a history check, you can as well while they're talking.
Oh, is there a special secret passage we can take out of this forest?
Secret passage.
Can your frog friend give us a ride back to home?
Follows us and spits us like a snapfire in Dota and just shoot us out of the
Al, sorry, Cal. You kind of what Al said when you guys got here. Like when they approached, there was no undead, and then a few days in, they started seeing them. If you guys travel far enough east, there will be no undead presence, as far as Calisor knows. So it might be like 1 or 2 days, maybe more of making sure you camp at night. You guys are more than welcome to risk traveling at night. I mean, y'all are capable. Y'all have many people that are trained in survival. Y'all have many people that have means of dealing with undead.
I mean, the sooner we get back, the sooner we can come back. So
that sounds like it's the plan.
Yep.
So maybe
and
we
honestly,
just press as fast as we can.
Yeah, and honestly, kudos to the water walking plan because that's actually
that's dope.
Smart. That's really smart.
Well, let's make like a baby and head out.
Yeah, Dregnar, do you also have Pass Without a Trace spell?
So,
do you have Pass Without a Trace as a spell?
Yes.
So if we want to travel by night, we could always cast that, and then maybe the zombies wouldn't detect us. I don't know.
That plus I can also cast a globe of darkness, and what we did last time was we put it on the floating orb, and it followed behind us to conceal.
Yeah.
I thought we were putting the visor on the globe. Scare the zombies. Be like, I'm the necromancer. Back the fuck off. I command you.
Hey, guys, I'm going to give y'all like 5 minutes to plot, plan, and everything. I don't want to necessarily take a break. Ponchek's hungry. I just got to feed him real quick. So.
And? Has nothing to do with us.
No, but if you want the Codium to, not TPK y'all in the future.
Yeah, I see what
I've got an alternate character ready.
Yeah, I like making characters. I'll reintroduce Bezo at a lower level.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay. So the other thing we can do is we can all just do rogues of different races. That's the other one.
I like it.
No, dude, I'll turn Bezo into an elf rogue and just piss at them all.
A bunch of rogues with different kits.
I'll do
all elf.
Warlord 1, Rogue 4.
Nice.
So technically, I'm still playtesting. No, I do think, so I think the clear thing, obviously, is, holy shit, that's loud, is that we...
Good lord, is he killing something for the cat?
What does that cat eat? So yeah, we do the mules, we do the water walk on them for the first 8 hours. We ride the shit out of them for double time, triple time, however fast we can. And then after that, that brings us to dusk probably. Do we push on?
We march through the night, and we still have to hit a hill
Yeah.
each evening.
Actually, did you recover? I forget. Do you recover your exhaustion when you did your
No,
long
I
rest?
I did. So, I
Okay.
mean, we could also do something like where I try and do a channel divinity and like do a turn undead aura and just kind of walk with that. I guess. I mean, we could do something funky like that.
You can
I
only
don't know
channel
if that'll
divinity
work.
once per day or twice per day or something, right?
And it's only a single burst. It's not really like an aura. It's not really an aura thing.
Right.
It's not. Although we could
Tea's
just
okay,
I
or
could
do you
turn
want
on
more
my
money?
aura, but that doesn't do that much damage. It's like one hit worth of damage. Like I could clear undead as we go. That doesn't. I don't think that would work either.
Does keep us safer though. We can definitely push our luck on the first day, just while the undead are around.
Yeah, if they're around. We may get far enough with these
We are traveling.
steeds.
Adam might give it to us. We could be like tell it thematically, like, oh, I cast my aura, and we all just have our shields up, and we're like pushing, like we're Spartan warriors in a phalanx, pushing through the undead. Like maybe he
Yeah, so
might
we're not
give it to
running.
us. I don't know. That is some shit though. That's like 5 hours of nonstop fighting and running through the night. That's a little nutty.
I will say I can give us a short rest within the span of 10 minutes, and I don't think I could do that. It looks like I could do that while we are writing stuff. So technically we can get a short rest without stopping, if that helps anything. I don't know that it does.
We normally take one, and I told them this one.
Because I don't know what we have that recharges on a short rest. I know key points do, I think.
Yes, they do, and that would be help
It actually gives them a little bit
keep
of
up
time.
darkness and pass without.
Okay.
It gives them some time
We
to.
could just kind of hope to like maybe shave a couple days off of the journey. Skip
Yeah, I
a
think we
couple
push
hills.
hard as fuck.
On short rest, I can keep up inspirations and Song of Rest. If we do
Okay.
here along the way.
I got so much delicious food for tomorrow.
So yeah, I think we literally just travel through the day and night, for at least for the first 24 hours, just to see how far we can get.
Push exhausted.
Well, that's the thing. Well, so my respite, although we won't be exhausted yet, but I can cure us of exhaustion from my short rest thing, but we won't be exhausted until we get,
Probably
I think,
only half
24
an
hours without a rest.
So I'll leave this light on.
Okay, let's just
Yeah.
okay. Let's go
Can
for
I
it. Then.
mute Adam?
This is where I miss Tinzer floating
I-
disc.
Yeah, I've had him muted for a while.
Here, I server
He's-
muted him.
Nice.
Oh, hey,
And
just
he's
in time
back.
for me to unmute you again.
No, he's still muted for me.
Oh, you muted him then.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't.
We found
Way
out
to
that Punchuk eats like an entire kitchen or something.
What'd you
'cause-
do?
He
What
eats
what did you have to kill for that cat? Because I heard a lot of like
Slamming.
banging and slapping and slamming.
Buzz saws.
It's just mixing the. I open up the can and then it's puree, right, or a paste, and I mix it with his baby formula. So
Sounded like a scene from Saw.
yeah, I was thawing someone. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I thought I muted myself, guys. Sorry for all the noise.
I didn't realize I could have muted you earlier because of server admin, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Basically, we're gonna go hard as fuck.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh, wait, sorry.
I don't like being heard.
I forgot to mute myself. Sorry. Nice. Okay, so y'all are gonna go hard as fuck. Okay.
hard
So
as
if it is after nightfall and we see a hill, do we just kind of play it by ear?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how thin the presence is or how
Yeah,
thick it is.
Was there undead the first few days? No, right? We
No.
just were able to just chill and walk through the jungle.
Yeah.
Avoiding
There's
plants.
just one patch that is super nasty. Is that
All
right?
right. So yes, Grant, you are right on that. Essentially, Al and Calisor have, both mentioned, like Al remembered that you guys did not see very many undead, if any, for the first few days, and then Calisor did and enlighten y'all too that it's kind of just the more north you go, they seem to crop up, and y'all were traveling north from the coast up into Deep Root. So
So we just do the 24-hour sprint straight east, and we should be past everything.
keep in mind, okay, I do want to keep in mind, even if you take the 8 hours and the Bray are traveling, y'all are still on lookout and doing things. So while you might not be physically exhausted, there's still going to be potential for mental exhaustion and fatigue.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it
we're gonna
won't
double time it as
necessarily
fast
set
as
in.
we could. So like,
Yeah.
not careful at all, just fucking sprint.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Pass Without a Trace was mentioned and stuff like that too.
Yelling at the top of my lungs on every step.
Okay. All right. So I guess, heading east.
Calisar, do you have handle animal?
You cut out there for a second. What'd you say?
Do you have handle animal?
Talk about animal handling.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry, animal handle.
I do.
Because we could use that on the lead, because I have it as well, so I can give you advantage or whatever to try to push these donkeys as fast as we can, but avoiding any trap or plants.
Ah, shit. Even though I have it, he's still better at it than I am.
So Dregnar and Davis are both trained in animal handling or have proficiency in it. Calisor does have a good animal handling just because he has such a high wisdom. So y'all are all potentially good sources. And actually, surprisingly enough, Marb is decent
Oh yeah.
at it just because he's got a decent wisdom as well. So yeah, y'all can by all means attempt to best coerce the Bray. So I don't have tokens for them. I will make them in the next session. But yeah, so Marb is going to go ahead and summon all 5 of the Bray. Y'all buff each other up with Wind Walk and or Water Walk and all that. Y'all are heading. So I need initial, like, what are y'all doing initially? I'm going to assume Marb will just do the perception check to help guide the way. So Davis, if you wanted to do, and they need to be separate skills. So Marb is going to go ahead and use up the perception slot. So D20 plus 9.
Oh yeah, D20 plus 9. Ooh, that's off the table. 16 plus 9, so 25.
25. All right. So you have 25 points into the group check to travel east for the first portion of the day. Who else wants to contribute? And just let me know how and what your reasoning is behind it.
I was leaning towards a Bardic Inspiration, but could I do a performance just kind of keep a marching pace?
I like it.
Interesting. I like it. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I like it.
Can I help with that?
I was about to say, I like it so much that you get
drums.
advantage. And we'll say that Davis is helping. Y'all all have, like, a lot of y'all have drums and horns and stuff. So yeah, people pitch in and kind of help with it. So Al,
I got a horn.
Yeah.
Al, is yours? Yeah, fuck. Is your performance? Oh no, it's not as good as mine, but that's fine.
Nice.
Did I read the right one? Yeah, my other skills are a little higher.
Yeah, nice. So 23. So so what are you? 25 and 23. Y'all are doing very great. Anybody else want to contribute?
I'll do the
And
animal
need at least
handling.
one more. Okay.
I'll
Dregnar.
give you advantage.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wait, I get advantage now? Oh, to
Yes.
help. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, sure.
And this is what, just to kind of get the
Basically,
lead
just to say, like,
one?
hey guys, like, it's gonna be rough. We know there's spooky stuff out there, but we got you. You know, just kind of pep talk.
Okay, and you, interestingly enough, you get the sense that these are more intelligent than your average mule. The magic that conjures them bestows upon them some degree of intelligence.
Okay.
As they,
I rolled 9 and an 18 plus 4 for 22.
the check was 45, and y'all killed it.
Oh yeah.
So
What,
yeah,
70 or something stupid?
25, 23. So what is that? That's 48.
filled with gold.
Yeah, 70 even. So yeah, essentially, y'all. It takes a little bit to get started, right? Because you have to get your bearings, and you don't have pebble flying above, letting y'all essentially get a straight line. But Marb and the group managed to kind of figure out y'all are avoiding the obvious man-eater plants, the swarms of insects, the bubbling bog pits, and all that. And y'all are making great pace. Essentially, with Water Walk, Marb, all this checks. If you guys want to push the full 8 hours, it's 8 hours at a blazing pace for being in a gnarled swamp.
While I'm on top of mules, Adam, can I ritual cast speak with animals?
As long as it's a ritual spell, yes.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And just that'll allow me them to make me aware of anything if they thing.
Okay. Sure. As you're speaking with them, and they'll say, "Well, sure, boss, but we're focusing on heading fast, speed. We don't know how much we'll see. It'd be better if y'all are our eyes and ears, so we can just focus on the ground and move."
Okay.
But yeah, you can essentially have a
We
conversation.
look
with
over
them.
and we see Calisor going like, just like, what the fuck?
By the nature of the spell, his words are translated.
Do you get her all fours doing it, or
Like while on top of one of them, you're on all fours.
Nice.
Magic's weird, but this is the weirdest I've seen.
Was that a mating ritual?
This takes the cake.
Grant, get that.
Yeah, get ceremony ready. It says willing creatures, I think, and I don't know if we can get consent from this
I don't
thing.
think they have the intelligence to consent, so no.
I don't think that Brave's willing.
All right, so yeah, y'all make lightning speed. Essentially, y'all pass probably about close to a dozen hills in one day, heading east, keeping a relatively straight line just because of how well the group made their check. And by when the spell is starting to lose its hold, Marb is intuitive, and the fact that Calisor is keeping his speak with animals active, the Bray let you guys know that Calisor, boss, we're about to be not here anymore. The magic that holds us is fading.
I'll shout out to everybody that the mules are about to disappear and hop off mine.
Marb opens up his bag, and essentially once everybody's off, they coalesce into like a little wisps of energy, and they go back into the bag and seals itself shut. And it's interesting, as y'all are standing, y'all are just a little bit above the water. Like it's you don't completely make contact.
So at this point, it would be what time of day? Probably like a dusk.
Y'all left fairly early. Y'all left fairly early, right?
Oh, okay. So like mid-afternoon, early afternoon, maybe.
8 hours. Light comes in around 8, or let's say 7, so 15, so 3, 4. Let's say 4. Let's say it's about 4, 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
All right, let's press on. We're gonna make double time too, I think, right, guys?
It's still like 3-4 hours of light. We got
a solid 3 hours of light at least. All right, so now that this is no longer with the Bray,
and if we set the entire swamp on fire, we have light in all directions. It'll be
trees ASAP.
Yeah.
Real quick,
so yeah.
do we? I mean, well, it's still light out. I was gonna say, can we just quick scan see if we see any undead? But I'm guessing we won't see any. So let's just
go for it. Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a perception check. Specifically undead.
20.
20 even. So interesting enough, Davis, you're looking for movement, and you don't see necessarily you do see some movement of some insects and some snakes and whatever animals you would imagine inhabit a swamp, like a capybara and stuff. You do see this swaying, almost lethargic silhouette of a person, but it's not approaching or anything off to the distance. Just kind of like in the ample amount of shade that's provided because it is relatively dark in here.
Fuck.
It's just
Someone's on us.
Hey, I'll actually yell at them, like, who goes there?
doesn't really respond. Like you see, like maybe it kind of shrugs its shoulder. It's off, a few hundred feet away from you. It's just...
Hey, can you send your little hand over there? Is it good to go now? Can it go check something out for us real fast? Because we gotta go, but I don't want to waste time going over there.
Calisor, as he says that, the little hand kind of on your chest, like it's good to go.
Yeah, then I'll activate it and send it to go look at over there.
Davis, disappointingly to you, this thing is not nearly as fast as Pebble is in the air. So
Yeah. And it probably doesn't have water walking, so
the
it may be
water.
like trudging through
It
this.
does not have water walk, but it is tiny, so it's very light. And it's like going over the things is like super easy because this thing is a claw, right? So it's easy.
Oh yeah, I can kind of just jump.
It's gonna take a little while. Traveling at a dash, so that's 40, going a couple hundred feet. So, a good minute of it, you kind of lose it at times as it dips down and goes over things and it's there. It's there.
All right.
The figure doesn't seem to like actually interact with it. And then after...
I'd say let's go.
All right, so I need, Calisor, are you doing anything with the claw? Are you summoning it back? Are you calling it back? Or...
Yeah, I'll call it back.
Okay, so you kind of essentially get the thing where you snap and it just kind of and just reappears on the end of the cord, and it's in its dormant state. So with the next few hours of this, I need another set of checks. Let me know what you're looking out for. What are you doing against a DC? It won't be too and obnoxiously high since y'all are only planning to travel for 3 or 4 hours from what I gather. Anyone's willing to contribute. Anyone can.
I will just do keep an eye out for anything possibly dangerous nature-wise. Plants, poison.
Okay, I like it. Okay, so you're gonna kind of survey and potentially point out things that are more hazardous, and be it like toxic plants and that. So go ahead and give me a nature check. As you are preparing it for yourself, you can guidance yourself if you wish.
Adam, while he's doing that, I'll use survival to make sure we're heading in the right direction and avoiding any...
Okay. Go for it. Marb will help you on the survival, so go ahead and do it at advantage. Nice, 21. And 23 it is. Oh, no, you didn't roll.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You saw that.
No, it's just 23. You rolled it twice. It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, Calisor, that's good. While y'all are traveling, you guys have been a little bit more accustomed to the Mandator plants, and you've seen that in action, but Calisor actually recognizes some other things. Like there's, hazardous snakes, 11, 23. So the total is so far, okay. I need one more person to contribute however you wish as you're traveling. Dregnar is trying to keep y'all on the course. It's this, the swamp is a live thing. The fact that you don't have to trudge through it makes it very easy to travel, but keeping the path is difficult with the canopy constantly losing sunlight and all that.
Adam, I messed it up. Add 2 more to that because I have +5.
Okay, 13. All right, so a little bit better, but yeah. And then Calisor is like, while y'all are traveling, he's pointing out like, all right, that thing is poisonous. Don't do that. But that's edible. That's tasty. And as you're going, keeping y'all kind of on the path. Does anybody else wish to contribute, or do you want to go with your current just 2 checks?
Grant's feeling pretty good from the rest of the night before, so he's probably helping people carry extra stuff, or taking the lead in terms of pushing through the brush. He probably wasn't doing that the first time through, but he's feeling a little better today, so he's willing to kind of just take the points. trudge through the shittiest of stuff to kind of point out to take the
Fascinating. All right, so you're basically helping manually and physically move the group through. So go
Yeah.
ahead and give me, I guess, an athletics check. I think that's appropriate for this.
Yes.
I can give him. I can assist.
Okay, so go ahead and do it.
Myself as I go. Actually, I'm gonna.
You can.
I guess I'll cash in. I think I have. I hope I have it. Oh, I don't. Okay, never mind. I was hoping I had the stat boost spell prepared today, but I don't.
Oh, enhance
That's
ability.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. I guess his bold endurance would have been good for this, but whatever.
Yeah, but you're good. Dregnar is giving you advantage because he's assisting you. As you're you two are taking points, y'all are just kind of breaking your way through. 19. Yeah, 19 total. Yeah, so that really helps the group, make good pace for the rest of the trip. Y'all are going pretty fast, so y'all are making noise. Y'all are gathering attention of all manner of little critters and different things, like birds are starting to fly out of your way and all that. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, as it is, you do avoid any hazards for the most part, and it's getting tiresome. I need everybody to give me Constitution saving throws. Just the DC is low because y'all were not actually traveling on foot, but it is still mentally fatiguing. Being active at this type of intense pace for so long. And if you can roll for Marb is +1. And then I'll roll for Roque. Roque is +3. All right. Oh, y'all are. So Al and Roque are struggling a little bit. Y'all do unfortunately suffer 1 point of exhaustion. But y'all do not slow down the group, as the group is, working as a unit fairly effectively. But yeah, Al, if you could make sure you mark 1 point of exhaustion on yourself.
Well,
trying to see the
Adam,
party. I don't look like I'm exhausted.
You can fake it till you make it, my friend. What was that, James?
Well, I'm gonna see what he rolls, because if I notice that he's exhausted, I'll offer to carry him if I have to.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's just your Tortle. He seems, a little distraught. He's constantly the entire time he's been kind of staring off, worried, most obviously about Pebble, hoping that, his best friend is okay. So he's not physically exhausted. You can just tell that he's not mentally there. And he's keeping up with the group. But you definitely do hear a few times where he stubs his toe. He's like, damn it, ow. Walks over. But yeah, you all essentially went the 4 hours. The light is starting to fade. I'll say 3 hours, so you guys have a little bit of time.
How does the foliage look? Is it still kind of gross and dense, or is it kind of lightening up?
It is dense, actually. Y'all did manage to travel fairly fast. As y'all do head this way and the light is starting to fade, you do see a shift where it becomes less dense. There's more water flowing through. There's more actual dirt that you're walking on and greenery rather than just a network of roots.
Nice.
And y'all have, put y'all all the way down there. That's weird. There you go. Nope. There you go.
I want
Right,
to, now that we're kind of, not really at a stopping point, but we're reassessing given the change in time, I want to just keep my eye out for whatever shadowy figure that I saw before, see if it's still around at any point.
Good. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Anyone else doing anything? 18. So as you're looking around, Davis, there are some figures of humanoid in this area, and they do seem to be kind of meandering and wandering around much more. They don't seem to have noticed you so much, but one thing that you pick up on, actually, as you're looking around, is you see on the ground before you, as there is actually now imprints and footprints are able to be made. You see large three-toed footprints, and then there's like kind of walking, and it looks like it's going to be in a bipedal position, and then there seems to be like drag marks along the sides of it, and you're probably picking up on about 2 or 3 sets of those tracks.
I would ask Calisor, hey, does this look like any kind of beast or thing that you've ever seen before? Because if this isn't even undead, I don't know if the hills are going to save us. We need to book it the hell out of here.
Calisor, you can give me a nature or history check. Davis, go ahead. Marb is going to look at it and see if he knows.
Oh, sure. What's he rolling?
It doesn't matter for him. So D20 plus 3 because he's still on Swamp.
6.
6, yeah. Marb is like, I don't think that's a beast. That doesn't look like good. Calisor, they are troll tracks. Most definitely trolls.
Fight though. Let's go kill.
Yeah, those are definitely troll tracks, Davis.
So I'm assuming they won't be thrilled that we're hanging around. Is our best course to get somewhere safe or just get the hell out?
I mean, I would think they probably aren't going to be the friendliest, but
No. Yeah, Calisor, you know trolls, not friendly.
So
Yeah.
I'm assuming a hill won't stop a troll.
I wouldn't think so.
So I think we just push on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would agree.
Yeah, rest of the group, any objections or thoughts?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
There's trolls afoot. We should probably get the hell out of here, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd say press forward. I'm good for it.
This is a good time for one of our stealthy spells or whatever out of character.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
If we know that there's,
I was saying, yeah, we may
stuff
need to
around.
be a little bit quieter from here on out. If
Okay. I'll do pass without trace on everybody.
And then I'm assuming that means that everyone's going to be moving stealthily, so slower.
Yeah.
To be able to benefit from it. So as a group, I need everybody to roll.
Is that a thing? Should I do that?
It's up to you. Keep in mind that your armor does have a little bit of a benefit for you, even though you're rolling a disadvantage. If you roll less than a 10, I think you can roll it again. You have to read.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll leave the armor on. I just don't want us to get caught because I'm making noise. That's all.
Yeah. So yeah. Additionally, if you roll less than a 10 on a dexterity stealth check, you can re-roll it and take either result according to yours. So yeah, I guess I need everybody then. In a sense, we're gonna do marching order. It doesn't necessarily have to be a line. It can be, like grouped, but from right to left, how y'all want to be positioned and how y'all are marching through. Amara will essentially kind of be in the middle.
I'm definitely in the middle because I'm in the middle.
Roque will be kind of down here. Marb will be stealth crew with Al. Calisor, wherever you want to move yourself. Dregnar, I don't know if you want to be in the front or the back.
I'd say
Charging
front.
carry. Yeah.
All right. Calisor, this is the back. This is the front.
What? Sorry, say that again. What's the front?
Back is where Roque is. Front
Okay.
is where Al and Marb are.
I am actually going to go ahead and cast Bark's in on myself, Adam.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Mark up the spell slot.
I'm going to wild shape into a crocodile and come here to the front.
Okay. There's going to be definitely portions where you can take advantage of the swimming. Do keep in mind of the movement restrictions on a croc, I believe. I could be mistaken.
New pair of shoes.
Yeah, so your speed on land, Jesse, is only 20 as a crocodile. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, just so you know, you get a +10 on your stealth check, but this only lasts for 1 hour. I can do it one more time before I'm out of key points, and I have to have a short rest.
But
We
I
wanna
can give you a short
we wanna
rest
get by
while we're
these.
walking.
Ooh, synergy.
Is that
Okay,
is
sounds
that
good
is
to
that
me.
accurate, Adam? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, because it's as long as it's not labored and intensive. So, all right. Just to make this easy for me, because it's going to be a lot of rolls. And Jesse, your stealth is going to be based off your croc form, so make sure you use that dex, not yours. Go ahead, just in order. Al, stealth check +10, whatever you.
I remember how to do. I think I'm at disadvantage. How to drop.
Why are you? Oh, because you're exhausted. That's right. No, you're not. You're not exhausted. You lucky did.
Tell anybody. Oh, I
Rock's
was
exhausted.
exhausted, and then I deceived the party that I wasn't.
Oh, that was a deception check. That wasn't lucky. Oh, I like it. Okay, I missed that. Yes. So
It
it is.
doesn't
Roll
matter.
d20 d1. No,
Plus 19. Shit.
Matter.
doesn't matter. Right. So 24. Okay. So Al. So Marb with the next one. So if you can roll me, what is his +7
So 17.
plus another plus. He's also on Swamp. So another 3. So +20.
So you need a D20 for him then?
Yeah,
Just-
d20 plus
yeah,
20.
9, so 29 total.
9. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Dregnar, go ahead.
Game, easy life.
That natural one still. Total 14. Okay. It's still, I mean, a natural one is not an auto fail on a check. So, all right. Grant, disadvantage. Natural one again, but because you rolled
10. Yeah, it's all the magic. It's entirely the magic.
because you rolled, you get less than a 10, you can roll it one more time and use it because of the property of the armor.
Well, okay, still not that great.
So 14, not bad.
Still entirely the magic's help, not.
Yes, yes. Davis.
All right. So first, that's off the table. Natural 20.
That's the one.
So natural 20 plus 2 plus. Oh, except for mine's a disadvantage. So let me roll my other one. Hey, that's a 4. So 4, 6, 16 total.
16. All right, and then.
Could I? Well, so here's an interesting question about how the influence, the merit feature works.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, as a reaction, when they make an ability check, whatever, as a disadvantage, I can turn it into a roll at advantage. Does that mean they would have to re-roll, or I just get to use the
You
same
need to
2
do
dice?
it before. We need to clarify that it is before you turn it before they start rolling. Right?
Okay. Then then it's just gonna be 16 total for me then.
All right. And the 20 plus Mara is. All right. So Roque is a 13, Amara is a 25. So essentially, what's the lowest is 12. Okay, cool. So yeah, as the group is traveling. Oh yeah, and then Gator.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Gator boy.
I'm a stealthy
Nice.
gator.
Yeah. The Gator is taking
It does have
advantage
plus
of.
2 to stealth. That's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's actually a plus 2 on there.
He actually gets more because he's using his Calisor, whatever, how it works as a wild shape. But it might be +2.
I'm just looking at the Croc stat sheet.
Yeah, so he's
It's-
proficient in it. So yeah, it is +2. That's right. Yeah, that's correct.
His dex? I thought his dex was 0.
Yeah, but he's proficient.
It is. You're
Oh, okay.
proficient in stealth with it.
Okay.
So
So,
you
yeah.
see where it says skills, stealth +2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, the group is for the most part going at a nice pace. Still slowed down significantly, but none of the undead figures seem to notice y'all as you're kind of working together, going through. Yeah. How long do you wish to travel like this?
Through the night, I think.
Oh, we only get an hour of magic, though.
But I can do it 2 times consistently, and with him being able to give me a short rest in 10 minutes, we can keep going as long as.
Essentially, I can go 4 hours, I think.
4 hours, hit a hill, get like 2 hours of rest, and then march on like zombie.
like zombies.
Something,
Ha.
something like
Alright.
that.
So
I don't know.
let's do this then. All right. So yeah, if y'all are gonna continue, the stealths are one part of the check. I need at least 2 or 3 people to contribute to the next couple of hours of travel. Now that y'all are aware that there are undead around, there are troll tracks. This will be for the first hour, and your pace is significantly slowed because when you travel at a stealth pace, you're going at like half speed.
I guess given that I saw the track and the other things before, I'll use perception to keep an eye out for that kind of stuff, if I can.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check. It is a
19.
lot. I need to ask one more thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice. What is y'all's light source? Here.
Something
Are you
about the
guys?
drift globe with
On the dim
light?
setting.
Light is the light one.
All right.
Cast light on the drift globe. Sure.
Okay. So we have a drift globe. Got it. I'm just curious because you do still need some sort of light source. Gotcha. Right, drift
Instead
globe.
of it following, I'm gonna kind of keep it in my hands
Light
and
is
walk
what,
with it.
20 feet? 40 feet? 20, 40?
40 feet. Yeah, 40 bright and another. Sorry, it's 20 bright, 20 dim.
20,
40 total.
20, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
Right.
that much, but that's a pretty decent amount of light.
Well, we don't want too much because that'll draw
Yeah.
attention.
So at least the non-dark vision people are not blinded in here, and the
For
ones that have.
what it's worth, I'm gonna try to cup it, I guess, or maybe even in my cloak, so that it's more forward than all around.
That's fine. So you're kind of keeping it in there. That'll help for sure. We'll just say that's part of your stealthiness that you're going through. So yeah, essentially you have like a cone of light rather than a radius of light. Davis,
The
was
perception
mentioning,
check.
yeah,
19.
19. Yeah. So like I thought it was. You're keeping an eye out and you're seeing that there are undead lumbering around. Still in a fairly decent amount, as y'all only really traveled a day, but potentially more further. But they don't seem to notice y'all as the shadows cling to you and you're working together as a unit to get through. Calisor, as you're like slipping through the water, and that the water is abundant with some sort of life underneath it, as opposed to what's above the surface. Danny or Davis, as you're looking around, you do see birds roosting up in the trees. They kind of contrast with the darkness, as there tend to be like white cranes and stuff like that. Yeah, you got to keep an eye out. The tracks, it's interesting because also as you're kind of following, the tracks do show up, and they seem to be heading in maybe it seems almost like you're following their trail in a sense.
Ominous, but cool.
Hmm.
Maybe they live in Green Hill and it's their commute.
So
Adam, this is the second hour.
this is the first 2 hours essentially just checks to help you get through.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I keep track of my key points.
I get you. We'll say let's do one more check and then we'll officially be on the second hour. So who else wants to contribute?
And I try a survival check or give Marb advantage. He's gonna try similar.
Sure, you can give Marb advantage. So survival.
I can roll it.
Yeah, +4 plus. No, that's the wrong character.
He's +3.
Oh, yeah.
Marb is +3.
+3. Yeah.
Oh, he gets proficiency because of the swamp stuff?
Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's +6 on
Mhm.
advantage. So 23 total.
23 total. Yeah, so Davis, as you're kind of walking through and kind of pointing out, pointing out what you're seeing, Marb is picking up on that, and he's pointing out that no, these are different troll shit. Y'all are getting pretty deep into the troll territory, it looks like. But y'all are on a straight path out. I guess I need all of y'all are trained in perception, so can everybody give me perception checks, please?
I'll do Marb's as well, I guess.
Can
Yep.
I guidance myself for this one?
Absolutely. Yeah. You're on edge as you're walking through here quietly. Jesse, you use your mental stats when you shift, so it's your normal perception.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
Nice.
I have disadvantage, and I'm not going to use a lucky, so I'll just deal with the 1.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, Al, real quick. This is a fun mechanic. So with disadvantage, when you use lucky, you turn it into super advantage, just by how it's written, because you roll 2 die. You're supposed to take the lower. And then when you do a lucky, you roll a 3rd die, and lucky says you pick the result. Letting you know in the future. Like, you already declare that you're not going to lucky it, so I'm not going to let you do it, but it's a little
Big.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
insane.
Disadvantage with lucky is super advantage.
Stay exhausted more often.
Not always worth it. So yeah, it's interesting. So y'all going through, and not too much is you're picking up.
Does Rock
Dregnar
need
as oh yeah. Let me roll rock. What is rock? +4. Can you roll a d20 +4, please?
Sure.
And I'll roll
12
for
total.
12. Yeah, and I'm not gonna bother with Amara. So as you're kind of heading through and all that, Dregnar and Calisor, you're kind of getting it as you're like coming up and then slipping through. And I kind of imagine you maybe being 10 or 15 feet up front, because if something was to attack your crocodile, whatever. The two of you kind of pick up on like the sounds of shifting and heavy weight and just like some gnawing sounds, like you can't necessarily make out like exactly where it's coming from, because it's kind of bouncing around the swamp, and there's the crickets and toads and all that. But the two of you definitely pick up on some sort of crunch, munch, and activity. And I think with that, that's where we'll leave it for the night. If that works. Unless if y'all have anything else you want to add before we call it.
I don't think so for grants.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Davis, you're good?
Yep.
Nice. All right, guys. We can go ahead and stop the recording.